Hi there. Are you planning a trip to Iceland?
Or maybe you're just Iceland curious.
Either way, you've come to the right place. We visited for 4 days in July and we're sharing our entire experience in this video.
Don't worry about taking notes because we put everything you'll need in the description below.
Alright, there's a lot to see, so let's get moving. And be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons for more travel content and to follow us in real time.
Now that that's out of the way, welcome to Iceland.
We only had 4 days to spend in Iceland, so we decided against trying to do all of Ring Road, as it's called, which circles the entire island.
Realistically, we just weren't going to have enough time in 4 days to actually see everything along Ring Road. So we decided to use Reykjavik as our home point and stick to the southwestern section of the island, which is still enormous.
Most flights from the US are overnight and arrive super early in the morning. As a result, everyone going to Iceland does the exact same thing when they first arrive.
You get used to the time zone by unwinding at Blue Lagoon, which is right near the airport.
We snagged a rental car from Hertz and made our way there. We just got here. We have not slept. Oh, there is steam coming up the road. We see that?
Yep. Hi, we're Derek and Jonathan.
And we're in Iceland.
Yeah.
And we're doing the first thing that everyone who comes to Iceland does. We're at Blue Lagoon.
The Blue Lagoon is Iceland's most famous geothermal spa, known for its bright blue, mineral-rich waters.
In reality, it's a man-made lagoon fed by the runoff from a nearby geothermal power plant, offering a relaxing spa experience. We're doing this. Not us going to the swim-up bar.
Not the first thing we do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Crab walking over to you.
Our Blue Lagoon day passes included 2 drinks per person and 3 applications of these fancy face masks, all made from silica, algae, and minerals found in the lagoon.
Stroke it gently.
Gently, okay. Thank you.
I can't, this doesn't show me anything.
I'm trying to use you as a mirror and you're terrible.
Do I get my beard too?
Yep. You're gonna get all in there.
Actually, you're not supposed to put any of the mask in your beard. Thanks a lot, Derek.
I think she gave you a lot more. I didn't get that.
I kind of grabbed onto it. Here's something else you shouldn't do. There are water spigots all around the lagoon with fresh water you can use to rinse the masks off. This is not glamorous. It's like you have to waterboard yourself in order to get this stuff out here.
We only noticed that after we got the salty, mineral-rich water of the lagoon all up in our eyes.
Silica.
Looks like yogurt.
This is what's at the bottom of this Blue Lagoon. There's a whole bunch of silica. I feel like one of those Japanese monkeys that groom each other. You know what I'm talking about? A couple Blue Lagoon pointers. Be prepared for people. Everywhere. Also, be prepared for like eye sensitivity issues. The mask stuff in the water like really gets to your eyes, especially if you have contacts in or anything.
They don't recommend contacts or glasses.
Another tip, sunglasses. Even though it's kind of overcast, because of all this mist, it reflects all the light. It's like really bright. Everyone out here is squinting. Just have some sunglasses, you'll appreciate it. This is one of the coolest experiences ever. And to think we haven't even checked into our hotel yet. Anti-aging. That's what she said we needed. No,
She
it's
said
not.
we needed anti-aging.
Alright, I'm gonna try to not mess this one up.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Don't get the eye.
You gotta hit the ear.
No, get the eye. Once our room was ready, we drove to Reykjavik, checked into our hotel, and took a much-needed nap before exploring the city, starting with some local street food. So how is it?
It's great.
The most famous hot dog spot in all of Iceland.
It's a small island.
It is.
Our hotel was right near Rainbow Street, so we spent a lot of time enjoying all the shops and restaurants in this area.
We heard Cafe Loki was a great place to go and try local food, so we went and ordered literally everything on the menu. It is 10 p.m. right now here.
We just finished dinner.
What is this? How can it be 10 p.m. here?
Spin.
Oh, we're spinning.
Spin. Yeah.
Cool. Good morning from Iceland. Day 2 in Iceland. Our first full day. We actually slept last night. It was great.
Amazing.
We feel like normal humans again today. Today we decided to do the Golden Circle, which is a very popular, probably the most popular little self-driving tour thing to do near Reykjavik. There are about 55 stops on this self-guided tour. We spent the morning trying to get oriented with them, even though honestly it's just a jumble of letters and a different alphabet. There's probably a dozen characters or so in this language that we are unfamiliar with. So I don't know how to pronounce anything. I don't know how to recognize anything. So I think we're going to a bunch of waterfalls. Mostly.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, turns out the Golden Circle is way more than just waterfalls.
It's a journey through some of Iceland's most iconic landmarks, including a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a geyser, a volcanic crater, and yes, an epic waterfall or two.
And the best part, it's just a short drive from Reykjavik.
So buckle up, because we're about to explore the best the Golden Circle has to offer.
Starting with, you guessed it, a waterfall.
We're on our way to Helgufoss, our first waterfall in Iceland. So Helgufoss is like 20 minutes outside of Reykjavik. That's Helgufoss. There, you can get a better idea of just how large the waterfall is compared to these people. We're at our first national park in Iceland. We're going to the, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Thingvellir National Park. Thingvellir National Park is Iceland's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's where Iceland's parliament, the first in the world, was established over 1,000 years ago.
Geologically, it's just as fascinating. The park lies along the rift between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates.
You can even snorkel in the fissure, floating between two continents in some of the clearest water on Earth. Thingvellir? Pingvellir? Dingvellir? I don't know. How do you pronounce that? That looks like a tongue sticking out to me.
Things over.
I think that's supposed to indicate a TH sound. Thingvellir.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know where the accent's supposed to go. Apologies, Icelandic people, for how we are butchering your language. Our next Iceland waterfall, Brewerfoss.
I almost said the wrong one. Look at this magical place we found. Just look at this place. How beautiful is this?
Brewerfoss is often called Iceland's hidden waterfall. Tucked away on a quiet trail, this stunning cascade is famous for its vivid blue water and unique flow.
It's not the tallest or the most powerful, but this was our favorite waterfall from the entire trip. Don't miss this one. We're at the geyser.
Geyser is the original geyser, the one that gave all others their name.
While it doesn't erupt as often anymore,
Alright, now you wait.
come on, geyser. There are other active geysers in the park that regularly shoot steaming water over 100 feet in the air. Did you get it?
Think Yellowstone, but in Iceland.
We just stopped at the geyser. The geyser? They have a lot of food. So anyway,
Tourist trap.
we have some lamb soup.
Nah.
We have some bread and butter. Nice. We have some chocolate pear pie. Tart cake. Oh. And Jonathan got the croissant. Now we're at the Gullfoss waterfall. This one's big. I feel the spray on my face. Gullfoss, or the Golden Waterfall, is one of Iceland's most iconic natural landmarks.
Here, glacier water thunders down 2 tiers into a rugged canyon, creating mist and rainbows on sunny days.
Awesome.
This is a hidden gem near Gullfoss, and it's a popular spot for adventure.
We watched a group of rafters jumping off the cliffs into the river before heading downstream. It's peaceful, uncrowded, and perfect for a quick stop away from the usual Golden Circle crowds. Right, now we're at the Skálholtsdómkirkja
Head southwest.
Cathedral.
This place was once the religious and cultural heart of Iceland. Today, you'll find a modern cathedral surrounded by remnants of its medieval past. You can even go inside the cathedral.
I don't know what time it is, but this thing's been beeping for a minute. Time to leave. We made it to Carrot Crater. It's very cool. There's people in there. That's nuts. Carrot Crater is a volcanic caldera filled with vivid blue water.
Its red volcanic rock and easy rim trail make it one of the most colorful and accessible stops on the Golden Circle.
After a full day exploring the Golden Circle, we finally made our way back to Reykjavik, just in time for a very late sunset. It is 11 o'clock at night right now. I kid you not. It is nuts. It's very difficult to sleep here. And you can just come outside and it's this beautiful. Like, look at these crazy sunsets. They last forever. It's midnight right now.
In Reykjavik.
Look at that background. There's a town.
It seems like it's daylight.
That's crazy.
On day 3, we drove south to Vik and then back to Reykjavik.
Vik is Iceland's southernmost village, and along the way we saw some epic waterfalls, black sand beaches, and even some puffins.
Good morning.
Good morning. Saturday. We're headed towards Vik today. Right now we're at Reykjavik.
Which is a waterfall. Because it says Foss. You ready for the big reveal? Look how pretty this is. Uriafoss is Iceland's most powerful waterfall by volume.
Unlike the more famous waterfalls, Uriafoss has a quieter, more peaceful vibe, and you'll likely have it almost all to yourself.
It's just a short detour off Ring Road and is perfect for a quick stop.
We're approaching more waterfalls that we can't pronounce, but it's like they're not hard to find. They're right off the road. This next area is a showcase of Iceland's beauty, with multiple waterfalls cascading down these dramatic cliffs.
It's the kind of spot that makes you stop in your tracks.
It's crazy, right? Anyways, we're gonna go look more. We're gonna get a up close look. Wow, look at this. Wow, this must be beautiful from above.
Along the way, we crossed this incredible braided glacial river.
From above, it looks like veins of the earth, carrying meltwater from glaciers to the sea and creating these mesmerizing, ever-changing colors and patterns. So as eager as you might be to race around Iceland on your road trip and try to beat the crowd everywhere, you're always going to have to deal with crowds and people, and there's usually like a parking fee or admittance fee at every single location, so you got to wait in line to like get your parking pass. You kind of just have to accept the pace. And at the heart of it all is one of the country's most famous waterfalls. Oh my goodness. That is spectacular. We're going to put the name of the waterfall right here, rather than attempting to pronounce it. Wow. That's all I got. Wow. This place is amazing. Okay, so now we're going to a waterfall named... Well, I'll put it here because I can't pronounce it. But it's right next to the other one I can't pronounce.
That one.
Oh yeah, this is where we're going. And it's like in a cave. So you like gotta go through a cave to look at it.
This epic waterfall is hidden behind a narrow cave opening.
With so many people crowded inside, we decided to skip the chaos so we could get to the next stop on our itinerary.
But here's a taste of what this waterfall has to offer.
Alright, so far, the southern side of the island does not disappoint. It is incredibly beautiful. The whole ride, you're just surrounded by these cliffs on one side, and then the ocean on the other. It's beautiful, and waterfalls literally everywhere. Yeah, there's gotta be hundreds of waterfalls everywhere. And there are little private homesteads, like farms, built right at the base of these little tiny waterfalls. And It's like that's their waterfall. They're like, this is mine, I found it, I built a farm here. Like this guy, look at this. There's a waterfall right there past Jonathan. And then there's a little farm right there. Right across the street from the ocean. We're going to our first black sand beach here in Iceland. It's called the Endless Black Sand Beach.
Are we going to the beach, or are we going to the top of that rock?
We're going to the top of this rock here. Up there. There's like a lighthouse, and from there you can see the Endless Black Sand Beach.
Oh.
Wow. 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 I don't know what else to say.
Oh my goodness.
This is
Awesome.
the river is really cool.
What's this all about?
Just when we thought this beautiful place couldn't get any better, Jonathan spotted something off in the distance.
Oh, there's a bird.
What's where?
In there.
In the cave?
What's that flying? Do they fly?
Puffins?
What kind of birds are they? Right there. Those things. What is it?
Oh my god, are those
I don't know what that is.
are puffins.
No. We gotta get it closer.
Those are puffins.
Look, they're looking at they're on the side. Oh my god.
There are puffins here.
Apparently, puffins enjoy these views too.
They nest in burrows along the cliffs here, carrying grass and other materials to build and protect their nests. Did not expect to see puffins here,
Is that puffins?
but we totally did. There's a lot of them everywhere. Let's see if we can find more. This is the Endless Black Beach. It's gorgeous. There's puffins everywhere.
Iceland is home to millions of these seabirds, making it one of the best places to see them in action.
If we could recommend one place in our entire Iceland itinerary, this would be it. This might be our favorite stop so far. There's puffins everywhere. The views are amazing. This is awesome. You gotta come here.
We're at Skogafoss.
We made it to Skogafoss. It's huge.
It is humongous.
Definite Game of Thrones vibes here.
Yeah. Skogafoss might just be Iceland's most iconic waterfall, made even more famous by its repeated appearance in Game of Thrones.
It's a massive 200-foot curtain of water that is impossible to approach without getting soaked.
Okay, I'm good. A little wet. That wind changed.
Coming for us.
There's sheep on the hill.
I don't know the name of this one either.
Irifoss.
Irifoss.
Found a waterfall where there was only one other car in the parking lot.
We're the only ones here right now.
Now we're the only ones here. We got closer. It's so cool. Irifoss is often overlooked, but we didn't mind.
Unlike the more popular falls on this route, we were able to get up close and personal with this one.
After another long day on the road, we crashed at our hotel so we would be ready for our final full day in Iceland.
Day 4 took us from Reykjavik to the stunning Snæfellsnes Peninsula.
Known as Iceland in miniature, it's packed with dramatic landscapes from volcanic peaks to black sand beaches, all in one unforgettable region.
To get there, we had to get across a giant fjord by going through an underwater tunnel.
We're going in a tunnel.
Going in the Halfufasan tunnel.
That one, yeah.
Wow, that was an experience. My ears popped. So good morning.
Good morning.
It's Sunday. Today we're going north to Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Snæfellsnes. I think that's pretty close, actually. I have no point of reference, but I think that's pretty close based on the letters that are involved in the name. There's a national park at the edge of the peninsula. It's a giant volcano. You can see it from Reykjavik, which you can just basically drive around the whole volcano. There's a really cool Game of Thrones, like Arrow Mountain looking thing there called Keflavík or something like that. So that's our day. And we may see Arctic foxes over there.
And more puffins.
Yeah, and possibly more puffins.
This stop wasn't planned, but the sudden change in landscape caught our attention.
Red cinder cones stand out against the horizon, with vibrant blue lakes dotting the landscape.
Then we randomly found this hidden waterfall, where the wind was so strong it sent the water flying back up the falls.
There's nothing better than unexpectedly discovering something new.
We highly suggest adding spontaneous stops to your Iceland road trip.
The northern side of the peninsula is just stunning.
The red landscape gives way to glacial fjords surrounded by snow-capped mountains.
Finally, we could see Kirkafell in the distance, looking like a giant green arrowhead. Just look at this place. It's incredible.
Kirkafell, which means Church Mountain, is one of Iceland's most photographed landmarks.
The symmetrical peak, paired with these nearby waterfalls, creates a scene straight out of a postcard.
It's no wonder this iconic view is a favorite for travelers and photographers alike. This next stop wasn't even on our radar. We just pulled off because the landscape caught our eye.
From above, the black sand beach, winding waterways, and blue ocean made for some of the most epic drone footage of our trip.
When they say this peninsula is Iceland in miniature, this is what they mean.
With the weather taking a turn, we decided to stop and have some soup at this amazing restaurant in Ólavsvík before continuing on towards the national park.
Now we're at Snæfellsnes. Snæfellsnes!
Snæfellsnes is a quieter waterfall surrounded by dramatic cliffs and lush greenery.
There's a short hike to reach it, but the views along the way make it well worth the effort. Westernmost tip of the peninsula. In the past hour or so, it's been pretty cloudy, overcast, but it looks like it's finally clearing up. So we're pretty excited about that. We have not actually seen the volcano and mountain up close yet, so hopefully we can see it soon. We're at a beach that we can't pronounce. It starts with a D. Behind us you can see a volcano that we also can't pronounce. It starts with this. I had it this morning. It's I lost it. Alright, this is beautiful. This place is spectacular. This is supposed to be a quick stop on our drive, and we're kind of stuck here because it's really cool.
This black pebble beach is surrounded by jagged cliffs and lava rock formations, creating one of the most dramatic coastal landscapes in Iceland.
Scattered remnants of shipwrecks add to its raw, untamed feel, making it a must-see on the peninsula. It is unbelievable how much it cleared up.
Finally, we could see the volcano and glacier that this national park is named for.
This coastal viewpoint, known for these dramatic sea stacks, was next on our list, But we never made it any further than the parking lot, because that's where we found this adorable little Arctic fox.
We spent all our time here in the parking lot watching it dart around, completely stealing the show.
These foxes are Iceland's only native land mammal, adapting their coats with the seasons, white in winter, reddish-brown in the summer.
After checking off Arctic fox from our Iceland bucket list, we hopped back in our rental and started a long drive along the southern coast of the peninsula.
Driving past this lighthouse, we were treated to an incredible sight. Clouds spilling over the mountains like water flowing into the sea.
These are called orographic clouds, created when moist air is forced up over the mountains and condenses.
There's so much wind. Can we go to this hill here? Mountain. Mountain. Oh, look at this. See it? It's a common weather phenomenon on the southern coastline of the peninsula caused by the glacier.
We won't even attempt to pronounce this one, but it's a church and it's super cool looking.
It's one of Iceland's few remaining traditional churches, set in a historic hamlet that was once a thriving fishing village. We drove by yet another epic waterfall as we started the long drive south back to Reykjavik.
Our last stop of the day was Eldborg Crater, though we didn't actually hike to it.
Eldborg is a perfectly shaped volcanic crater that you can reach via a relatively short hike through lava fields.
It can easily be done at either the beginning or end of this itinerary.
We skipped the full experience this time and drove straight back to Reykjavik, but it's definitely worth exploring if you have the time. It's our last day in Iceland, and we're spending it shopping and eating. And just like that, our time in Iceland came to an end.
Well, that's a wrap for our Iceland trip. We hope you enjoyed following along as much as we enjoyed sharing it.
If you're planning a trip, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. Let us know if you have any questions.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next adventure.
Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.